All right, okay. Yeah, so I'm recording, and I have not been drinking this time, but I am drinking this because I feel like garbage. Um, ah, I actually enjoy it. Um, NyQuil is good. Cherry NyQuil is good. The regular NyQuil is good. The orange shit for the day is just, ugh, it's awful. Oh, yeah, a new shirt. I figured I'd share that one too. So now that I've wasted a full minute of your time, I'm going to continue wasting it because I have no idea what I'm going to say. Um, God, I spoke to you earlier. By earlier, I mean a couple days earlier, which was wonderful. I was very happy to speak to you. It was unexpected and made me smile. Um, and I'm sure you'll get around to doing it eventually, but I did have a question for you guys in the last one, which actually you reminded me about. I had totally forgotten about that one. But yeah, so if you ever feel like doing that, because you said you were sort of interested in doing that, but it would be kind of cool to hear you actually articulate an answer that's been kind of thought about. Um, because I know you mentioned that there was the question, but uh, I don't exactly remember what it was precisely. So it'd be kind of cool. Just it'd be surprising because I don't know what it was, but it would also be very interesting because I remember the general idea of it, and it's something that I became curious about after you reminded me that I had asked it. I don't know if that was English. Um, all right. But yeah, I don't know. My life has been interesting. I don't know. I'm sure all one or two of the people who watch this are aware that I'm single again. Um, but I don't know. It's shitty. Um, I don't know. And I have my car back. I have heat, which is kind of cool. I was without my car for a couple of days because I was actually getting heat installed. Because I've been without a heater core that functions for in the ballpark of a year now, and I just got sick and tired of it. So I have a new one now, and it works. And my eyes were actually burning on the way home just because it was so hot and dry and awful in my car. But I didn't turn it down because I was just so fucking happy to have heat. Um, it's snowing now outside, which is pretty cool because all of a sudden it decided, yeah, fuck it, we're actually going to have a winter. So, unfortunately, it wasn't the Christmassy, happy, like, this is Narnia, all right? This is always winter, never Christmas sort of shit. Like, all we're doing is doing the, like, February horrible, fucking angry, miserable, cold, wet, bullshit winter. Um, although I just retrieved my snowmobile the other day, so at least I have something to do in the awful weather. At least I would if I didn't just ache all over. I think I'm getting sick, which is weird because usually the aches and fucking awfulness doesn't happen until after I get the fever and the congestion and the awfulness. But like my neck has been hurting all day, all down my back, my knees. It feels like I've got the flu, except I don't have a fever and I don't feel bad except for the aches and pains. So I'm just gonna sleep for about the next 18 hours and see if I'm well enough to go to work in the morning. Uh, Afternoon, evening. I go to work at 7 p. and it's just after midnight right now. So yeah, so it won't be 18 hours, but I'll do my best. I'll sleep as much as I can. I don't know. I would like to ask a question, but I don't know what, and it's a bit of an issue. Oh, I'm excited. I'm preloading Mass Effect 3. So I'm gonna see if that's actually awesome. I hope so, because I'm excited to play it, and the other two were pretty good. So, um, I don't know. I've been also working my ass off at school. I've missed a couple of days just from feeling miserable. Like health wise, not just cutting class because I want to skeeve off. But like I don't know, I'm doing reasonably well so far, so I'm pleased with that. Like I'm taking 18 credits of actual real courses, so I'm very happy with that, my progress at my level of I don't know. Um, I'm a little upset about. I just realized that I have a project in my class, in my animal behavior class, which is like my real hard one this year. It's a 500 level biology course, and we were supposed to do a project in the lab, like out of class, you know, write a research proposal and, uh, go get pilot data and write it up. And, it's a lot of work, but it'll be interesting. And I was going to do something on the Canada geese on the pond, and now it's winter. So I'm assuming there are no geese, and the pond is solid ice now. Which it'll do. I mean, it's only fucking 7 or 8 feet deep at the deepest, maybe. With all the sludge and garbage in the bottom of it, it'll probably be only about 5 feet deep. Uh, so it'll freeze really quickly because there's no current and no anything. Um, and I'll bet you those geese are down somewhere in New Jersey by now. Uh, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I hope they're. No, I don't think they're gonna still be around. I don't know. I don't know. God, what's the weather like down there? It's a really shitty question, but I'm curious. I'll ask you a real one at some point. It's 7 minutes and I haven't said anything real. I'm digging the beard. I really am. It's I gotta work on the mustache a little bit because it's growing like it wraps around into my mouth sometimes. Because especially the guys out in the corners are like they're long enough that they just kind of do this and wrap around. They follow my lips in the corners of my mouth, and I feel like I'm chewing on hair. It doesn't actually get in anything I'm eating because it's just like tickling the corner of my lip. And I think this is more information than you guys are gonna want, so I'm gonna stop that thought. Um, I will say, uh, this is pretty fabulous. Yep, there we go. Um, so I am drinking a little. I haven't had any of this recently. I, I just got the bottle a couple days ago, and I don't know. I figured I should have some nice tequila. Um, and it is very nice tequila. It's very smooth, but it's very definitely tequila. So you can take what that to mean, whatever you'd like it to mean. To me, it means very smooth, not bourbon. Um, I always felt like tequila actually tasted like cactus, because rye whiskey doesn't taste like rye, and bourbon doesn't taste like any kind of grain. It just tastes like bourbon. It's delicious. It's wonderful. Oh, it's my Maker's Mark is just. I could take it intravenously, except then I'd die. I don't know. Lately, I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, like big fucking like hour-plus lectures. Um, I'm sure I've said that before. I don't know. I'm really just fucking bored, guys. Uh, do you feel like an adult yet? That's a question. And Midge, if you watch this, I did ask you a question with Lars in the last one about what it's like to be a teacher, some shit like that. I do remember getting rather emotional about it. It's just like a nice question. Look at the other video to see what it was I actually said, because I don't remember. I'm not going to repeat myself because I can't, because I don't remember what it said. But yeah, do you feel like an adult? Because I know I don't. Like I'm 23. I don't have really any bills. I mean, like I have my motorcycle payment and the insurance on that, and I own my car outright because it's all but $500 fucking dollars, if that. My parents still pay my insurance on that because they're wonderful people. And it's a hell of a lot cheaper to be on their policy than to actually have my own. Um, Although I don't know why, because my car is garbage. I need a new car, by the way. If you guys, that's another question. What car do you think I should have? What car? What car suits me? What car suits you? What's your dream vehicle? That's another question. Uh, I don't know if that's gonna get any answers, because I'm. I think of the group of us, I think I'm the biggest car guy, but it's a question. Um, but as far as like participating as a full member of adult society, you know, paying taxes and paying rent and car payments and utility bills and shit, like, is that what makes you feel like an adult? Because I don't have it and I don't feel like an adult. And I was wondering, like, will I feel like an adult if I have those? Because I know some of you guys have shit like that. But um, is it something else? Is there some intangible, like, a decision that you make, like, oh, I'm an adult now? Because I still feel like Peter Pan. Well, I've spent a dozen minutes of your guys' life just yammering on, and I love you. I hope people watch this, and have a wonderful evening.